Good evening. Good evening, beautiful people. What's up? What's up? Hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are good. I'm just tapping in quickly today. This is a video that I really it's frustrating how many times we have to talk about this topic. Like, honestly, like, so frustrating how many times we actually have to talk about this. Yet again, we have another incident where an innocent black person has been killed, murdered. Rest in peace, George Floyd. And also the other innocent black people who have been killed, wrongly imprisoned, and all the unjust things that we as people have to experience. It's frustrating. I mean, for me personally, it's personally really frustrating because in times like this, you wanna crawl up in a ball and just like hide, but it's like you wanna shout, but you've been screaming so long and nobody's been listening the whole time, and you want to protect your peace because seeing these images and seeing the killings of these people so publicly accessible and circling everywhere really hurts the soul, because this is we are seeing fathers, sons, brothers, people doing innocent things, being unjustly killed for being nothing more than human. Then we see things brushed under the rug, and you see these people go off with minor things. You've killed a man, but all you ever do is get fired. The badge on your chest is the very thing that protects you. For a man to be. And in these moments, I just don't want to talk about it. But then it's like, if we stay silent, what gets fixed? But then we've been talking for so long, what is really getting fixed? And there is a constant frustration of having to cope with your own mental health towards a situation, and also having to be the vehicle that helps to amplify an important message, because it also affects you. And sitting in that middle is tough, and it's draining. It's tiring. You know, many people will see these things and it will also invoke past experiences that they've experienced and encountered, and all these different things, and you see these injustices happening, and then you pray that in your life you can be spared of the rod that so seemingly is hitting everybody so slowly. Scary. The place that they call the land of the free, the land where people used to have the American dream. That's the place that we used to desire. And look at what's become. Those are the places where we hoped that we're all like, you know. And the scariest thing is, this thing just doesn't happen just alone in America, but it's crazy, and justice never is served. We just have to cope with healing and cope with having to help others heal whilst healing. And that inside your very ember, you are tired, exhausted, and you have to fight for your own life every day. You have to fight for your own positivity every day, that when you leave your house, there is a risk. And sometimes it's very hard to consider things until they get close to you. This is why I'm sort of like here speaking about it, and I don't have much to say. But I guess I feel like I need to speak, because if it helps push the message of what's important, then it's important that you speak on it. And like I said, it's tiring, it's exhaustive. And my heart goes out to all the families truly affected at the very forefront of this. And it's just unfair. It's unfair. And in times like this, I just want to urge everybody to go into a time of prayer. Keep your soul protected, keep your soul high, stay positive, because these are the things that will snatch your peace. So please guard it with every ember, every strength you have inside you. Guard it, because it's tough. Like, I literally have been staying low on social media because I don't want to be online, and the fact that we're in quarantine, and everybody's like, it's just become a real amplified place for noise and stress, and social media has become more and more increasingly distasteful for me. And then, you know, on the days where you sometimes feel like a little bit of crack of light, you're reminded that you're black. You're reminded that, I mean, my mentality is that you have to be so excellent that they forget you're black. But nah, sometimes in your excellence is when you're reminded that you can only be so excellent. Like, it's crazy. I mean, this year I had a few experiences where I was doing a lot of great things for the people around me and in my university, and my lecturer just reduced me in one instance through a scenario, and just killed every part of joy inside of me, and it bruised me deeply. And I had to deal with that whilst going through life as usual. And now we're in the quarantine where all of us are locked down. We're all going through something we've never experienced before, whilst experiencing something that we should not be experiencing so often. We should not be experiencing these things so often. It's the frustration. And then there are people who sit there and say racism doesn't exist. There are people who sit there and say, well, every time you talk about your racism, I'm going to remind you that it works the other way. No, this isn't the type of conversation. That there are white people who are going to tell you that no, people have been racist to me when I went on my trip to somewhere else. I had to convince my housemate. The very same thing the other day, or the other week. And he was one that we had a discussion, and he understood the concept eventually. But along the way, it was tough. And if it was so hard for me to talk when there's only two voices in the room, sometimes it scares me then when the whole world is shouting. How do we then speak to people who you won't even understand if you were to lay down the truth in front of their eyes? So on a singular basis, it's crazy that there are cases where footage shows murder. People are innocent and people still get killed. And the people who need and who deserve to be put away for it walk scot-free. That, like, the man that killed Trayvon Martin, like, he could auction the gun to be sold, like, so many different things. Like, it's crazy. That it's unfortunate, but I come here because truly I didn't want to make a video today. I mean, this daily thing is sometimes really tough because on your bad days you kind of want to hide away. But I thought I'd use the opportunity to encourage everybody to stay up, protect your soul as much as you can. These situations are really, really hard. And also to share my condolences with the family as well. And it sounds like this is hard, but this is how we get our credentials. We are truly great people. We are truly great people. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. It's incredible. But please let us all support each other in every way. Let's be positive to each other. Let's uplift each other. Let's not come against each other. Because now more than anything else, you need people who understand you. So yeah.
I'm not okay. I'm not okay today. I want to give everybody permission to say they are not okay. I want to give the black community permission to say you're not okay. I woke up today with, what the fuck? I am tired. I'm tired. I have yet to watch the video of Ahmaud Arbery. It's too much. I have not watched the video of George Floyd. It's too much. For those who think falsely calling 911 on a black person have other fish to fry. Talk to George's family. Talk to Tamir Rice's family. Breonna Taylor, Eric Garner. Talk to their families and say if you have other fish to fry. Black people in general have to go to work the next day and pretend like they are all right. Black women in particular cannot say anything or they're viewed as angry black women. So not only do people get to piss on the community can't even say it's pissed. 31 years ago, not too far away, there was a horrific rape of a woman. And instead of going out to find the perpetrator who did that horror, they found any black man that they could and falsely accused them. Someone took out a full-page ad 31 years ago and said that those black men should be executed. That man is the president of the United States of America today. I am not okay today. That woman was so comfortable in her privilege that even being recorded, she felt like nothing would happen to her. And I saw as her false anger escalated toward the end when she realized she had to put more emphasis on an African American person attacking her to get the response that she needed. I am not okay today. I really am not. We are trying to deal with tens of thousands of people dying from COVID, disproportionately in the black and brown community. There is no bigger fish to fry than the institution of racism and bigotry that is pervasive in every damn institution across this city, state, and this country, period. And to have the NYPD continually sit up there and say they don't have any discriminatory institution that they deal with, that nothing about them has to do with discrimination or racism. To then say we have bigger fish to fry, how dare you? How dare you? People are dying. They're dying. Well said. And you know, you can't normalize pain.